Hi guys, it's Yongxin Hu. Welcome back to the 28 Days Eat with Hu's Kitchen video series. Today is day 12. And today is my most favorite day because the theme is Chinese. Today I'm going to teach you guys a few traditional Chinese dishes. Before we start, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you like any of my recipes, don't forget share with your friends. So this morning, I'm going to teach you guys make one of the most popular breakfasts in China. If we say the traditional Chinese breakfast, this one gonna be the top one on the list. The Chinese name is 豆浆油条. So in English, we call it Chinese donut and soya milk. So today in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make the youtiao. Let's get everything started. The first thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to put the baking powder and the baking soda in my small jug. So here I'm going to use 5 grams of baking powder. So I'm going to weigh 5 grams before I put it in. 5 grams of baking powder in my jug. Here we are going to add 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate soda. So the one I'm using here, they looks literally identical and apart from the name, so definitely double check before you do this step. Then we are going to add in cold milk. So the milk you just got off the fridge is the best. Because here we don't want the CO2 released yet until we fry the Chinese donut. So the next thing will be the milk, and I'm going to zero my scale first. I'm going to weigh 125 grams of milk. Then we are going to give them a quick stir. Don't stir for too long. Now I'm going to put my small jug on the side. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna weigh 175 grams of plain flour. Then I'm going to weigh 3 grams of salt. And then we are going to add in oil. So here I'm going to use the same oil as what I'm going to use in my deep fryer. So we are going to use half tablespoon of oil here. Now I'm going to add in the milk. Then I'm going to give it a quick mix. So after you mix a bit, the mixture is supposed to start combine as a dough. As you guys can see, it's getting together now in my glass bowl. Right. So now I'm going to use my hands and knead the mixture in the bowl. Let's get the excess off, and then I'm going to knead it. So after we work with it in the bowl for a bit, and we are now going to cover it with a cling film. So your dough is supposed to look like this, and as you can see, you will be able to clean the side of your bowl with the dough. Now I'm going to wrap it with a cling film, and we are going to rest for 30 minutes. So I just got my dough out. Now I'm going to knead it. Right, now I think my dough is quite smooth. I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, I'm happy how I dough look like. Now I'm going to roll it. Now I'm going to use some oil and to rub on both sides. Right, now I'm going to wrap it and put it in the fridge overnight. Or if you say, you want to have it same day, probably you will need at least 8 hours. So last night we pre-made some dough already, just in case I can show you guys on time what they're supposed to look like. And here is the dough we made last night, and then we already like to warm up back to room temperature. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to slice it the length way. So I'm going to cut it length way first, and then I'm going to cut little strips, 2 as a pair. I'm going to quickly do that. I just cut them by the length way, and I'm going to separate them to pairs now. The same time, so if you guys can drink soy milk, if you are not allergic to soy milk, you can warm up some soy milk now in the microwave. For myself, I'm allergic to soy milk, so I just warm up some almond milk, and that's what we're going to have Youtiao with later on. Right, back to the Youtiao. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically put them as a pair on top of each other. So I'll probably say start with these two. They're slightly bigger. And then we are going to use a chopstick, squash down. And then on the both sides, we're going to give an extra squash, like this. I'm going to do all of them now. So I'm going to give a quick stretch. Then use chopstick, constantly turn it, constantly turn it, constantly turn it. As you guys can see, my Youtiao are finally done, and they all look so puffy and cute. Have you seen? Right, so traditionally, we are going to serve it with some soy milk. However, as I mentioned, I can't drink soy milk, so I got some almond milk here. And also, traditionally, we are not going to put anything else on top of the Youtiao. However, so since KFC in China introduced Youtiao on their breakfast menu, they serve their Youtiao with some icing sugar on top, and I think it tastes amazing. So today I'm going to do the same. I'm going to just dust a little bit of icing sugar, oops, on mine. And here we go. This is my homemade Youtiao. Now it's most important part, try my breakfast. I'm just going to do the traditional way. So I'm going to pick one up, dip in my almond milk. Mmm. Oh wow. Mmm. Wow, they are amazing. Literally, this dish gonna show you what's the traditional classic taste and flavor like. Honestly, that's why this dish is always on the top of the breakfast list in China. Because the classic traditional taste is everything. Right, now I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. I will see you guys at lunchtime. Bye. Hi guys, it's Yingxin Hu. Welcome back. It's lunchtime. I'm going to teach you guys how to make one of your most favorite dish, the spring rolls. Traditionally, we eat spring rolls on the first day of spring. I hope you guys are excited to learn how to make your own homemade spring rolls. Now, let's get everything started. So here, we are going to need a few ingredients, and some of them probably a little bit unusual, so I would say probably optional for you guys. So first of all, we need some spring onions, ginger, garlic clove, and carrot, some bean sprouts, and we need glass noodles. So it's not like the normal rice noodles you can find from Chinese supermarket. So I'm going to show you guys. So basically, these noodles are extremely thin. So after you cook it, it's turns clear. That's why it's called glass noodles. And also, we'll need something we call it wood ear in China, because this specific type of mushroom only grow on the trees, and when you see them, they literally look like the ears of the tree. That's where the name came from. The first thing I'm going to prepare, I'm going to put a few pieces of wood ear in the boiling hot water, because the one you can get normally or dehydrated one. So I would say, if you guys can see this much in my hand, I'm going to put it in the bowl now. After I put in hot water, a few minutes later, there are gonna be a lot in the bowl. And now I'm going to pour some boiling hot water in my bowl. Then I'm going to use some cling film cover the bowl. So we are going to leave it on the side for at least 10 minutes or whenever they all fully expanded. Then the next thing I'm going to do will be the glass noodles. So here we don't need a lot of them because they are dehydrated as well, and if we put them in the water, they are going to expand a little bit. So here I'm going to use tiny bit of my glass noodles here, because I don't want the glass noodles dominate the whole dish. So here I'm going to mix some warm-ish water in my jug, because we don't want to use boiling hot water for the glass noodles. If we put boiling hot water in the glass noodles is gonna become really sticky, because normally they are made from potato starch. Right. Now I'm going to pour the water in the bowl. And for the glass noodle bowl, we don't need to cover with anything. We can just leave it on the side for now. So here, I'm going to quickly prepare a few other vegetables. So for the garlic and the ginger, we can just finely dice them. However, for the spring onions or the carrot, we are going to cut them to long, thin strips. So here are my prepared vegetables. We have some finely chopped garlic cloves, ginger, and we have some carrot slices and spring onion slices and some bean sprouts here. And now I'm going to show you guys how my wooden ear and my noodles looks like. So we're going to quickly open the cling film and have a look at what's going on in this bowl here. So if you guys can remember, before I put the wood ears in the water, they are only about this much, and now each one of them is like a handful. They are absolutely massive now. And for my glass noodles, they are soft enough as well. That means the last thing I need to prepare will be the wooden ear. I'm just gonna quickly slice them. Then we are going to add in our olive oil. Then I'm going to turn the heat to medium. And we are going to add in some spring onions, garlic and ginger, and some carrots. Bean sprouts, some salt and pepper. Now we're going to add in the wood ears. Now we are going to add in the glass noodles. And quickly we are going to add in, because the mixture I made here is not a lot in the pan, so I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of light soy sauce. Then we are going to add in about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Then a pinch of sugar. Then we are going to add in some corn flour mixture. So here we are going to use 1 teaspoon of corn flour and 1 tablespoon of water. Just give a quick mix. Now we are going to get them out on a plate and let it cool. Now I'm going to teach you guys how to make this spring roll skin or wrapper. So here we'll need 1 cupful of plain flour. So 1 cupful of plain flour here. Then we need 1 teaspoon plus half teaspoon of corn flour here. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon corn flour. Then I'm going to put in a pinch of salt. Then we are going to add in 2 cups of water. It's normal tap water will do. Then we are going to use a whisk to mix everything together. Once there isn't any lump left and your mixture is ready, let's move to the hob. So now I'm going to show you guys what to do, and we are going to turn the heat to low straight away, and then I'm going to use some kitchen rolls and some vegetable oils here. So basically we are going to just drop a tiny bit of oil in here and use the kitchen rolls, quickly go around the pan. That's it. And then we are going to pour about a cupful of the mixture. A cupful of mixture in the pan. And quickly stir it. So that's my first wrapper done. As you guys can see, it's really stretchy. I'm gonna leave it aside to cool now, and we are going to use it to wrap our vegetables in the wrapper later on. Right guys, we just realized we ran out of sweet chili sauce. Now I'm going to quickly show you guys how to make a homemade sweet chili sauce. So you will need 1 finely chopped chili and 1 garlic clove finely chopped and about a teaspoon of ginger finely chopped. So here I'm going to turn on the heat for my saucepan and I'm going to add in all the things that is chopped straight in the pan. Then we're going to quickly stir them. Same time, add in 175 grams of caster sugar and turn the heat to low. And then we are going to add in 75 milliliters of Chinese white wine vinegar. Give them a quick mix. Now I'm going to add in 12 grams of water. One teaspoon of light soy sauce. So once the sugar are melted, we are going to add about 1 teaspoon of corn flour and with about 1 teaspoon of water. And we are going to add them in here. We're going to turn the heat up to high heat. So, right, I'm going to show you guys, like after about 5 minutes-ish, my sweet chili sauce starts to turn really sticky. However, remember, we have lots of sugar in them, so once they cool, the sauce is gonna be even thicker. So now I'm going to turn off the heat and transfer my sweet chili sauce in a small pot and let it cool completely. Right, now I'm gonna show you guys, so that's all the spring roll toppers we made, and now I'm going to roll the fillings in them. So basically, we are going to take one of them off. Don't worry if there's any holes on them, it's absolutely fine. So we are going to roll them a few times and all the holes will eventually get covered. Now I'm going to put tiny bit fillings in here. We don't want a lot because if the roll is too big, it's not gonna get fried through nicely. So yeah, I think that will do. And now we are going to roll it about halfway right here. And then we are going to fold the two sides in like this. And then we are going to continue roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, until at the end we seal it. Right, now I'm going to quickly make a few. The filling I made, we made 6, and however, we tried 2 as tester. They definitely work. Now I'm going to put my spring rolls in a deep fryer. So we are going to be really gentle with them. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use some chopsticks. Because once it's in, we're going to quickly flip it a little bit. So we just fried all the 4 we made, and here they are. And also our freshly homemade sweet chili sauce. I still have some here. I'm gonna show you guys. They're so nice. Honestly, they taste way much better than the pre-made one from the shop. And we know exactly what we put in our sauce, so it's definitely safe. I won't say healthy, because quite a lot of sugar in it. Right. Now it's the most important part. Try my lunch. And I'm going to grab a small plate and a knife to cut through, and we'll have a look what's inside. Right. Now I'm going to chop one open. Shall we go? This one here. Can you hear how crispy they are? Look at all those fillings. Amazing, honestly. I'm going to dip it in my freshly homemade sweet chili sauce now. Oh wow. Amazing. Mmm! 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 Honestly, they are amazing. They are so good, honestly. Oh wow. And this sweet chili sauce recipe, guys, definitely try it. It's so good. It tastes way much better. And it's not extremely spicy, those kind of heat. It's mild heat behind the sugar and the vinegar. Now I'm gonna enjoy my lunch because they are amazing, so tasty. I will see you guys at dinner time. Bye! Hi guys, it's Yongxin Hu. Welcome back. It's finally the dinner time. So tonight, I'm going to teach you guys make one of the most popular dishes in China. It's also a really traditional dish as well. It's the Kongpao chicken. Before we start, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you like any of my recipes, don't forget share with your friend. Now I'm going to prepare for the Kongpao chicken. So the first thing we need to prepare will be the chicken, because we are going to marinate a little bit in the fridge. So today I'm using the chicken breast. So here I'm just going to quickly dice my chicken breast. Now my chicken is diced. I'm going to add a few ingredients to marinate the chicken. First of all, we are going to need 1 tablespoon of corn flour. Then 1 tablespoon of Chinese cooking wine. One tablespoon light soy sauce. Then we'll need 1 egg white. One teaspoon of sugar. A pinch of white pepper powder or black pepper powder. Now I'm going to give everything a mix. Once everything is well combined, I'm going to use some cling film cover my glass bowl. Then we are going to leave the chicken in the fridge for about 10 minutes. While our chicken is in the fridge, now I'm gonna prepare our vegetables. So here I will need about a third of cucumber and about a third of a carrot, 2 spring onions, 2 cloves of garlic. And so for the carrot, I peeled the skin off already. For the cucumber, we just need to give it a quick wash. We don't need to peel the skin off. So here are my chopped carrot and cucumber. Now I'm going to chop some spring onions and garlic cloves. So here are my vegetables prepared. Right, now I'm going to teach you guys how to make the Kongpao sauce. It's also the soul of this dish. So here we are going to need 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So here I'm using the mature Chinese vinegar. So we need 1 tablespoon of this. Then we need 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon Chinese cooking wine, ½ tablespoon of oyster sauce. Then 1 teaspoon of corn flour. Then 2 tablespoons of water. Now we are going to give all the sauces and ingredients a quick mix. Now we can leave it on the side. We are going to use it later. Before we start frying anything, I'm going to toast some peanuts. So if you are allergic to peanuts, you can ignore this part. So I'm going to quickly warm my pan up. Just put a tiny bit of oil in my frying pan. Then I'm going to add in some peanuts. When you see the peanuts start to pop open, we are going to turn off the heat. We are going to turn off the heat and use the pan temperature. Keep roast the peanuts. And now I'm going to put them on the side and to use in our dish later on. It has been 10 minutes, guys. I just got my chicken out of the fridge. Now I'm going to quickly pre-cook the chicken a little bit in the frying pan. So we are going to turn the heat to high to warm the pan up. Once the pan warmed up, we are going to add in some olive oil or vegetable oil. Then we are going to add in our chicken. And quickly separate them. And here we are going to add 1 tablespoon Chinese cooking wine. Once all the chicken has changed the color, we are going to turn off the heat and take them out for now. Right, I just quickly washed my pan, and now we are going to reheat the pan up, and we are going to add in some vegetable oil or olive oil in here. Then we are going to add in the garlic and the spring onions. So this step we are going to turn the heat down to medium. Once we can smell the amazing fragrance come from the frying pan, we are going to add in the carrot and the cucumber. We are going to add in tiny bit salt. Once the carrot and the cucumber cook through, we are going to get them out in another separate bowl. Then we are going to heat the pan up straight away from here and add in about 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the pan again. Then we are going to add in 2 tablespoons of the chili paste. And here we are going to use low heat. Then I'm going to add in the chicken. Now I'm going to turn the heat down to medium. Then we are going to add in all the vegetables. Then we are going to give the Kongpao sauce a quick stir and pour into the saucepan. Once the sauce has thickened up, I'm going to add in the roasted peanuts. Just give a quick stir. Then we are going to quickly add in some salt. Then turn off the heat. Now I'm going to plate up. I got my Kongpao chicken out of the pan. Normally we would serve it with some egg fried rice. However, tonight I don't have any time to make it. So if you guys want to know how to make a brilliant egg fried rice, I will pop the link above. Make sure you check it out. Right, now is the most important part. try my food. I can't wait. This smells so good. Oh my god. Let's dive in. So I'm gonna eat it with some rice because it might be slightly spicy. Some chicken and a little bit everything. Wow. Honestly, that is the taste. That is the traditional Kongpao chicken. That is what you call classic. Honestly, it's so good. It's brilliant. This dish is absolutely amazing. It will definitely show you how tasty is traditional Chinese food. Before we wrap up the day, make sure you like this video. And if you want to know more about what's gonna happen tomorrow and the day after tomorrow or even next week, subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell. Right, I'm gonna enjoy my dinner now. I will see you guys tomorrow with another amazing theme. Bye.